Welcome to the first episode of n8n Golden Era, where we are starting our very own journey of learning how to start your own AI agency business from scratch. In this series, we are not just learning another ordinary software that automates things. We are learning a technology that is going to allow you to run your whole business all automated. In this first episode, we are actually going to learn what n8n actually is, how to create your own first workflow, how AI models actually work, and finally, how to create your own AI agent that works automatically. So let's kick this off, get to the screen, let's focus. So we are here. I am actually using the Opera GX browser. So to access n8n in your browser, search for n8n.io. This is the official n8n website from where you can temporarily access n8n for free. n8n provides a 14-day free trial, so just for learning purposes you can use it, and when you're actually building something, you will host it locally or buy a hosting. So let's click get started for free, and our very own new tab opens where we actually have to register. So this opens. Let's write our name. I'm gonna write my own name, company's email. I'm just gonna do this. Let me just create an account. So sure, you've signed up on the n8n webpage. You're gonna land on URL something like this. From here, we are going to click on this personal icon, come here, and click on start from scratch. Initially, this button is used to create your very own first workflow. When you click on this, a new workflow automatically gets created in your own workspace. Here there are two options, build with AI and add first step. So we are learning n8n. We're not gonna dive how AI actually helps you build this for now. In the episodes coming in future, we're gonna discuss this build with AI feature deeply and gonna see if it can help us or not. Right now, let me rename the workflow. So in order to rename the workflow, you just gotta click on this workflow's name and then type whatever you want to name this workflow. I am typing this. I'm just naming this as YD video. So after that, we are gonna add some trigger. So basically what a trigger is, it is a node or an action due to which the whole workflow is going to start. It could be any kind of action inside any app. It could be any form submission on your website, or it could be a manual trigger or a chat trigger, which are just used for testing purposes. So for now, we are actually going to add a chat trigger. Let's add the chat trigger. Here our chat trigger has been added. We can see it, and if we want to use it, we're just gonna click this open chat, and as we type our message, the node executes and our message comes here. Okay, so the next step is we're gonna add an AI agent here and connect with chat trigger. This just simply means that it is connected to a chat trigger. The message we are receiving is from a chat trigger. This is a default selection that n8n uses, but if you want the model to receive the input, the user message from somewhere else, you can always switch it to define below and drag this message into the user message field. So basically, let me introduce you to this UI. On your left side here are all of the inputs that you can use, and on the right side, all of the outputs that a model gives are going to be shown. We can just select and hold the schema or input we want to add into the model, and then drag it and place it into the fields where we want it to be placed. For example, I wanted it to be placed in the user message. I dragged it and placed it in here. Now I've added. Now we are actually going to provide a prompt to our AI agent based on what it is going to act. So the default prompt is always set to "you are a helpful assistant," but we can always customize it and write as long and as detailed prompt we want, and according to the prompt that you give to the model, your response is going to be better or filled with flaws. So right now, let's just write a basic prompt that you are a study helper. Your work is to analyze others, help them solve their problem. This is just a simple prompt in which we're just telling the AI that what it is actually designed for and what task he has to complete. Now, to exit the canvas or the AI agent editing panel, we're gonna press escape. Else, what we can do is that we can click on this empty area and we are going to get exit. Now, there are three tools that we have option to add into our AI agent. First of all is a chat model. So what the chat model is, it is just like an AI model like ChatGPT or something like that. So now we're gonna discuss how AI models actually work. Think of an AI model like a smart brain that takes an input, processes it, and gives an output. For example, you send a message to ChatGPT, like write a reply for this client. The model ChatGPT processes that text, finds pattern, and returns a human-like answer. But here's the AI model only handles the thinking part. It doesn't know when to reply, where to send data, or how to connect with your CRM, WhatsApp, or email. That's why we use n8n, which allows us to connect the AI models to the business tools. So it can automatically do actual real-world tasks for you. An AI model is trained on billions and billions parameters, set of instructions, all available on the web. So now, as we have discussed how AI models actually work, let's get back to the screen. Here there are many type of models that you can select, but my personal favorite are these two, Google Gemini chat model and Grok chat model. These two are basically free. With Google Gemini chat model, you can actually use the Google Gemini 2.0 Flash, which has a little bit of limit but is free. But if you want a fully free and unlimited usage model, you can use Grok. So what Grok actually is, that it is a platform that provides you API keys of open source models for free, of the open source models on its backend, and then provide you API keys so you can access them. And it has a very generous free tier plan in which you can send around 400 requests per minute. But in future, if you scale, you can grade your plan to get more API functionalities and limits. Now, to get the API key of Grok, we're just gonna simply head to Grok. We're gonna search Grok in our browser, .com in our browser, and after searching it, the browser is going to take us to this landing page. It is going to look like something like this. We're gonna click on Start Building, which is going to open another tab. Let's close this one. And here, after you sign up, this type of dashboard is going to get loaded. From here, in order to create your own API key, here you can click on API keys, which is going to take you to its API playground. Here we are just gonna click on Create New API, write our API keys name, and Cloudflare is actually going to verify that we are a real human or this is a bot scraping on the website. Here, let's just click on Verify You're a Human and submit a request to create an API key, and just like that, within a few seconds, you will get your API key. We have our very own API key. Let's copy this, head back to, in order to connect your models or Grok dashboard or Grok account to your n8n instance, you're gonna still click on Select Credentials and create new credentials. After that, here you have to paste your API key and then click on Save. As you save, your Grok chat model API key has been successfully connected to your n8n, and now you can access all of these models that Grok actually provides. These includes Llama 3.1 instant. It includes GPT OSS 20B 120B. The B here indicates how many parameters the model can handle. If it's 12B, it means 12 billion parameters. If it's 120B, which is the largest given by the Grok, it means 120 billion parameters can be handled by this AI chat model. So for now, I'm gonna select the most powerful AI available here, GPT OSS 120B, which is a powerful AI generally used. Now let's say, hello, but what is 2 plus 2? This is just a simple question just to test that AI is actually working, and the AI replies, hello, the sum of 2 plus 2 is 4. If you have any other questions need help with. Now let's tell him that my name is Ashir. My name is remember this. So I've given this and he said, got it, Ashir, how can I help you with studies today? And this happened because we gave him the prompt that he is going to help us in studies. Now if we ask him that what was my name again, he's going to say that I'm afraid I don't have any records of your name. Now why this happened was that AI chat models that we use in our n8n instance does not store the past conversations like Gemini or ChatGPT, and that's one of the biggest problems that we face while creating our own AI agentic workflows. But we have a solution for that. Here in our AI agent node, we have another option named as memory. There are plenty of options to connect your different type of memories, but the most simple one is simple memory, in which just you select it and it stores all of your data locally. in your hosting instance, and it is going to occupy some temporary space. Here in content window length, we are going to select how many messages do we want, or how many conversations do we want our AI to remember. I'm going to select it as 10. The higher this number is, the more your storage is going to get occupied by your AI agent. My name is Ashir. Remember this. Now, so right now I've told him that my name is Ashir, and if I ask him that what was my name, it is going to recall the memory node and tell me that your name is Ashir. This happened because here on this panel, let me just put it. Here we can see that what actually happened when we executed the workflow. So first what happened was that we wrote our message in the chat and sent it to AI agent, saved that message to simple memory. Then the Grok chat model triggered the simple memory again and answered us that our name is Ashir. All of the conversations are going to be stored in our simple memory. Okay, so we successfully have built our own AI agent. Now let's build the core purpose for which AI agents are used. To do actions, are going to connect Airtable with our AI agent. Let's search for the Airtable node. By the way, you can search for tools by just clicking on this plus icon, and then this sidebar is going to get open, which can also be opened using the tab button. And here you can just search for any kind of tool or node that you need. We're gonna search for Airtable tool, and here it opens. Now what we actually want is that when we tell our AI agent to add, edit, or update fields in our Airtable, it actually does that. So in order to connect Airtable, we are going to go to airtable.com. Let's go to airtable.com. So after coming to Airtable's landing page or dashboard, we are simply going to click on our accounts icon and click on accounts, which is going to take us to the developer hub, where we can select our API key functionalities and then create our own API key to access our Airtable. Let's click create token here. Here we have to write the name of our token. Let's just give it YT. We gotta add a scope, which simply means what permissions we want to give to this API. I'm just gonna select all of them just in case. So as I've selected all of the scopes, now we gotta add our access token here. Click save. And just like that, our very own Airtable instance is connected to our end. Now there's one more work to do. In order to add data, we have to add a table in our Airtable. For example, I have this table named demo to edit. Okay, so I'm gonna come here and click on operations, create or update, because I want my AI agent to have access to my Airtable so that he can create some records and update the records. From here, I'm gonna choose my instance, which is demo. As I can see here, demo. I'm gonna choose this. As I choose this, there are table selection option. From here, I gotta select the table. Since we have only one table created in our workspace, we are going to. And here we have an option to manually mark columns. Manually map each column manually. We have option to map each column manually, which simply just means that n8n actually needs an ID or just a thing to recognize how the data must be aligned. And if we want AI to do this, we're gonna say just do it map automatically. After that, we have successfully added our own Airtable node here. Now let's ask the AI agent to add the list of grocery to Airtable. 1 apple, 3 sugar cane must be stocked back in the kitchen. Okay. So what actually happened here was simply that our AI agent didn't know what tools he has. So I just simply told him here in the system prompt that he has Airtable nodes and he gotta use it when needed. And just like that, we have it configured. And right now I tested again, and right now it's saying that it's asking me questions. So we gotta edit this prompt again. Add a detail saying that never ask the user any question. Proceed the task commanded. So let's exit and let's try. So the error was actually solved. The problem was actually that we selected in the table node, we selected that AI must actually map the fields, and the AI got confused because the fields had actually the fields contained option of attachment, due to which AI actually got confused and model started to return the error. Right now I've manually marked it, and by clicking on this button, I've allowed AI to write anything in this field. Okay, after this, let's test it again. So I wrote that add the grocery list to Airtable: 1 banana, 1 apple, 3 sugarcane must be stocked back in the kitchen. So let's send this to our agent, and our agent has successfully. Just ignore this error. This is because the model has received so many requests in the last minutes when I was testing. So if we go to our Airtable, we can see that AI has added this thing into our agent. And just like that, congratulations, we have made our first ever simple AI agent workflow. Now let's make it a little bit more complexer. Let's shape it into a full-fledged AI Airtable manager. For that purpose, I'm gonna copy and paste it here. I am gonna edit this table. So let's edit it. Rename description. Okay, remove these fields because these are the fields that actually confuse our AI. Let's delete these records. Let's get back to the end, and now reconfigure our nodes. We are gonna say map each column automatically, then map. We are gonna select these to be configured by AI. After that, let's just simply copy and paste these nodes. So for the first thing we want our AI to do is create and update records. Second is we want it to get records. Okay. Third is we want it to delete records. Now let's connect these and edit these nodes one by one. So in order to get all the records, we, instead of operations being create or update, we are gonna select it and make it search. What it does, it searches the whole Airtable instance to get the data that we want, or the information that we want. Here we're gonna let model decide what to do with this. And this is one of the best things of that, if you don't know what to write or what to do in a space, you can just simply let the model decide. After that, we want our model to be able to delete records. So instead of create or update, we're gonna choose delete, and then AR record, select the recorded. Now let's edit the prompt, because the prompt is one of the most crucial things. Let me write the prompt and meet you. So I've written the whole prompt. It is just a rough prompt that I've written in just a few seconds. You can just give this prompt or your own prompt to ChatGPT, and it is actually going to improve the whole prompt. So in this prompt, I've simply said that you're a professional AI Airtable manager. Use user's query, analyze it, and proceed with the task commanded. Never ask user a question again and again, so that it doesn't ask you question, it actually proceeds with the task. Always obey the command of user, the tools you have. So here I've told the AI about the tools that it has access to, which are Airtable create record, delete, and Airtable search record. Him that use these. Now each model that Grok provides, or each model that is available on the internet, is designed for a specific task. For something smarter and general, it's actually one of the best model, and I personally like it. That's why I'm selecting Kimikedu. It's actually very smart. It is not a thinking model, which means it doesn't think about any query. It simply proceeds with the task. So no time waste. Let's ask the model again to add some things in our Airtable. So right now it says that all 3 grocery items have been added to. Let's go. Here we have 3 sugar and 1 banana added into our Airtable record. Now let's ask him. Now let's clear this execution. Ask him that use Airtable and tell how many bananas do I have to buy. Now what it is actually going to do is it's going to search our Airtable for this data, and it is going to say that 1 banana is the required amount of banana that we have to buy is 1. And just like that, our whole AI agentic system is actually working. Now here's a fun tip that you can use. If you want your workflow to be perfectly aligned with your goals, and you don't want to look it messy, you can just click on this AI agent button or field, and you can just rename your AI agent. Like I am renaming it to manager, and I will rename it. Okay, let's save this. And in order to download your workflow, we are gonna just click on these 3 dots and click download, and a JSON file is going to get downloaded. And if you want to import the workflows, you can always click on import from file, choose your workflow, and it's going to get imported. This is how simple n8n actually is. So that was it. I'll see you in the next video. Take care of yourself. I hope you learned something new. Bye.